In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a Zoom that you could use for personal office hours. So I'm going to assume that you have already created an account at Zoom and that you're logged in. You'll see I'm logged into my account and I am on the Meetings tab. When you create your Zoom account, you will get a personal meeting room ID or a personal meeting room URL, a Zoom URL. And that's what you're going to use to invite people to your meetings. Now you can schedule meetings, that's totally up to you, but I found the easiest way to do this is to actually just say, I'm going to be on Zoom from 9 to 10 and here is my Zoom link, and let people access it that way. So I am on the Meetings tab and you can see I've gone to Personal Meeting Room, and you'll see that you have a meeting ID and you'll see your join URL. Okay, now this join URL is what you're going to send to people to join your meeting. You can see that you can even copy the invitation here, which will give you a nice little invitation message that you can send to people. I find just copying this and sending it in an email is pretty easy for most people to understand. You could also post this into Google Classroom, this link here into Google Classroom, and students could access it that way. Then when you're ready, all you're going to do is you're going to come in here to Personal Meeting Room and you're going to click Start Meeting. And so Zoom, if you're using a Windows or a Mac, it will ask you to open Zoom meetings. So you'll need to go ahead and do that. It'll take just a second or two for your webcam to activate. It'll ask you if you want to join with your computer audio, which is what I recommend. If you don't want to see this every time you start a Zoom meeting, you can actually check this box here, and then you won't be asked that question anymore. I'm going to click Join with Computer Audio. And then once you are in Zoom, you'll see all of your controls that you have. You can mute your microphone. It's always a good idea to mute your microphone when you are not talking. That's just good online meeting etiquette. You also have a few additional controls there. If you click the arrow, you can stop your video from streaming, and that will cut down on bandwidth. So that's a good tip to share with students. Once they hop on Zoom and they check in with you, they can stop sharing their video, and that will save a little bit on bandwidth. You also have some video tools that you can work with there. You'll see that you can invite other people. You can manage the participants once they are in. You can share your screen. Now, I recommend when you're going to share your screen that you have Zoom and the application that you want to share, like if it's a slideshow, those are the only two things that you have open. Don't have a ton of tabs and a ton of windows open. That's really going to slow down the processing of things. And just again, good video conferencing etiquette is to only have the tabs open that you absolutely need. Then we can enable the chat, and you will be able to type a message. You'll see everyone who is in here. If I had multiple people in here, I would be able to choose, I would be able to select who I wanted to send the message to. And you can also record a Zoom. So if you have people that can't actually attend the meeting live, you could record it and then share out the recording with them after the fact. When you are ready to stop the meeting, you're going to click End Meeting. And you want to be sure that you end the meeting for all. This closes everybody's Zoom application, and so there will be no one remaining in the Zoom meeting after you leave. So we'll say end meeting for all, and you'll be taken back to your starting point. And so that is how you can use Zoom to have office hours.